Just some gameplay test here, not going to be fully what the channel is about, as we're going to be doing training videos instead for 279E missions, but this is a bit of gameplay because there's a couple of new tanks out, so do a couple of videos here on gameplay for the GSOR and then the Basante afterwards, so you guys can get an idea of what they're capable of. Playing with a friend here, check 411, you'll see a lot of them in future videos and such. We play a lot together and communicating right now. We think it's a good idea to take the north, where you'll see I make a couple of gameplay errors on the early going. As we get up here, I'm thinking I want to get in, get the early damage, use that gun depression, but you'll see how I take it and play it a little bit noobishly, if you want to call it, and pay for it. I see there's a bunch of targets. I get excited that, you know, it's a new gun, it's got all this burst EPM. Of course, rather than think of playing it smart like I should, I think, oh, I want to just unload this cannon. And here we go, mistake one. I get my 2 shots, but as you can see, I have to pay for it with taking extra shots. Had to use my repair kit, and then I end up ammo racked. Now you can see we've got a huge cluster up here, so Czech and I are on TeamSpeak together, and we've decided to communicate that these guys probably have it. We should start, you know, thinking about falling back and responding to what's going on with the fact that we lost complete control for the mid, and that means they could be farming the south guys, which could create the nasty crossfire, and you'll see how it plays out. You can quickly see heavies are starting to drop in the south, which is what we talked about, so the decision was right. We decided we needed to go back, and we did it. As we're talking right now here on the TeamSpeak, we've decided, okay, what's the best way to deal with this? We're not sure where we wanted to get for sniping, but as we're on our way down here, you can see tanks start dropping, so we decide, okay, we need to set up a crossfire. We're down tanks, we're down, you know, positioning badly, and we go for the crossfire. I'm thinking as we go here, I'm communicating to Czech that I think he should hold up here and I should head down there because I could utilize the gun depression on the isle, and we can go from there. And as you can see, more tanks are just dropping as we're making our way down here because they've got them in a cross. I thought about taking this spot, but then I realized, you know, I'm going to carry on to the island fully. I only thought of stopping there is because I saw that brass coming through, and as you can see, he does light me, so I need to get out of here quickly before they can, you know, finish. Brass there can double tap me with the HP that I have. So I drop down, make my way up to the island. I should be repairing right now, but I'm focused on getting in position here because I am ammo racked, and I should have been, as you can see, the 80-second reload. But I've repaired now. So here's where we start to peak, and we can quickly see that they're pushing in. There's 3 of them there, so it's a tough push for them, but now I've got this tank with all the gun depression in the world and this incredible burst gun. The key with this gun is to decide whether you've got enough to do the damage you want to do, or if you need to reload. It's always about reloading with these things and picking your timing, pick and choose the best timing for what you're going to do. I decided early here I want to take out their GSOR. He's a quick 2-shot for me. And down he goes. Now I'm thinking about the charioteer, but he doesn't look like he's going to pull out forward enough, so I decided whatever, reload real quickly here and get a full 4-shot clip and reposition. These guys are holding them nicely, they're doing their work. Here they go, the team's peeling off the 1-shots, which is nice. I'm trying to decide where I want to get into place so that I can either burn an entire tank or start taking out single shot or double shot tanks to help the team. I make a terrible play here, the whole auto lock situation. You can see it doesn't work. Aiming is better, but I mean, I did a couple auto locks in this match just testing out the gun's auto lock features and it was fine, but in general, you don't always want to use the auto lock. You can't get a lot of auto bounces that way too. So I've decided to reload early here again. Now we were talking on the TeamSpeak because you can see up top with Chrysler GF got lit, and that poses a problem for us if he gets up there and can just start farming down to the team. So Czech and I were talking about, and he was talking about himself going up and engaging that just to keep it lit and getting it lit and see what we can do from there, right? And you'll see him start making that play now. We're trying to control the match here as we're kind of been down for quite a bit of the match, so we're just trying to keep it close and then try to pull ahead if we can. The tank Czech's engaging up there. You can see it's an extremely strong tank. Everyone knows the situation. You've all heard some of the YouTube videos about it. Frontally, can be a nightmare. So he's already talked about how he's just going to try and get it lit for us, see what we can do there, and then eventually he's just going to try and get around it and turn it around. That's when the T-77 shows up, and anyone that knows the burst of that knows that we got trouble up there. And then a third one as well with the GSOR. So they've made all their moves, but we're going to start shutting tanks down. Now here you go, the power of this tank here. You see 725, 329. It's just like that. You got the shots, and there goes an ISU, sorry. So there's a 750 Alpha gun out of the game just like that. Now I'm on a long reload. I can't help Czech up there, but he's got two other TDs here that are hopefully helping him. We did lose the Scorpion, as you can see. It got itself into a really terrible spot there, locked behind a rock, which, you know, especially with no armor like that and a slightly higher reload than most, you don't want to be in a place where you have no escape. And that's exactly what happened there. So he was shut down. Now I'm almost loaded, so we're talking about what the play is here, because this tank's face hugging another tank, and Czech saying, now communicating with you, he's down with that guy and he's going to just flank him. So you can see here he's ready, willing to take a hit, it looks like, and get around him after that guy fires. He's waiting for him to shoot possibly at the other tank. So you can see the tank's red everywhere here. I mean, I'm looking for shots. There's a bit. I'm thinking about that shot. But here Czech says, okay, I'm going to get going soon here for you. So I'm like, okay, well, let's hold the clip rather than burn things on red target. Double check that. I'm still safe there. Here goes Czech. Now you see he's made his move. This is like any kind of clan war situation that you play. If anyone does play them, you want to be able to get yourself turn around the heavy armor, and then your allies can shoot him in the back. And that's exactly what happens here. I mean, it's only tier 8, but obviously it's effective at all tiers, right? Now he said to me that he wants to flank, so I let the team know that, and he's going to start going around to draw situations. Now they dropped the WZ, so it's 13-12 though. There's only 2 tanks. My situation here though is the SU's got a lot of HP, which I could burn with this tank, but I have to be cautious because the Basante can do over 1,000 damage. I mean, in 2 shots he can kill me. So 1 shot from him and 1 shot from the SU and I'm gone. So I'm just gonna let Czech do his business, go around and see what I can do here to play. Maybe these guys will make a mistake. Maybe I can take advantage of that, or I can just wait for Czech, you know, to put pressure on Cap or to put pressure on their backside. But the Basante does that for me, so now I'm sitting here thinking, okay, the Basante is doing this. He's out. It's just an SU. SU had 1,100 HP, but I can't clearly remember what he's at right now, so I'm pausing for a second here thinking, okay, 1,100, I can't 3-shot that unless I roll really high with this, but what can I do here, right? But as I pull up, the SU does this, and Czech and I start talking right away. Just the direction he was driving, we felt that he might be trying to drown, because he's heading towards the water. You know, some people do that at the end, so I take one into the back of him there, which is a lucky hit because it looked like he was going. So I get my 3 shots off, he's a 1-shot. I know the GSR can finish him now, and he missed his shot, so I'm fine. I can take my reload. We got a 4K, 4,200 damage game and 5 kills. So yeah, you can see I type in the thing there. I'm like, oh, maybe Ace Tanker. I know it's a little early with the gameplay, but who knows, you know. Maybe a 4K game will do it because of the 5 kills. And as it turned out, you can look at the replay there. Yes, it was a 5K or a Ace Tanker game with the 4K, 4.2K damage game.